It's closing in on 10 o'clock, so you guys give me the high side when you get everybody tied out. And we'll make the first call for the first class, which will be late summer yearling heifers. Late summer yearling heifers will be our first class of the morning.
So what happens if you have...
We're having just a bit of a problem bringing the ring cam online, so we'll just hang on for a couple of more minutes. All right, at this time, we are ready to begin the 2020 edition of the Western National Livestock Show, Dexter Show. Please bring your late summer yearling heifers into the ring. We should have one entry. Please have your early summer yearlings at ringside. Be ready with the late springs. Be ready with your late springs. Early summer heifers to ringside. Well, this is... We'd like to welcome our judge today, Sandy Weissup from Fallon, Nevada. Sandy comes off of a family commercial cattle ranch. She has had extensive cattle experience, would be the polite way to put it, running the commercial cattle operation out there in the high desert where they wean the calves and sell them. She's been on the Oregon State Livestock Judging Team, and she's been judging shows and fairs and livestock exhibitions for a long time. So we should have our first class late summer yearling heifers, entry number 6495, should be in the ring. In our early summer yearling heifers, our next class, we should have entry 6496 at the ready. We have a bunch of sponsors that have helped come together and pull this show off. We would like to start acknowledging some of those. We have the PDCA, which is the Purebred Dexter Cattle Association. We would like to thank them for their support of Dexter's in Denver. Clapping is good. We like that. You guys are trainable. That's awesome.
I know this is an open show, but to show our respect and admiration for our companions, or our compadres out here that are working in this beef industry and taking the time to show up here at the National Western, the best 16 days in Denver, I don't mind keeping our hands warm by giving them a round of applause. So let's give this late summer yearling heifer a round of applause. A really good heifer. She strides out in motion, correct on her feet and legs. Where I like her best is on that rib shape. She's level from flank to flank and a deep-sided female. I think she's a notch off on that hip and pin set, and that's why I'd like to make her better, but an outstanding representation of the Dexter breed. Congratulations.
Just so you know, the exhibitors will be exiting through the south gate. We'll be coming in through the east gate. Next class in the ring, early summer yearling heifers. Early summer yearling heifers, entry number 6496. Please bring your late spring yearling heifers to ringside. You are 6497, 6498, and 6499. Late springs to ringside, please. In our last class, first place, congratulations to Little Bitty Mev. And our late yearling heifer exhibited by Little Bitty Farm, shown by Craig Turpin. It's good to see so many of you folks out here in the stands today. This is not an easy place to find, and I commend you.
Again, let's put our hands together for this class, this trio of red females. I'm going to go with the weight per day of age and performance of the heifer to start the dark red heifer. A heifer that's really extended and headed up front. I just prefer in terms of design and performance and sort her to the top of this class. Congratulations. In second, I actually really like the design of this little heifer. She's super level down her top, correct in her hip and pin set. I like her bone work. I think she has a lot of longevity as she ages out, but a heifer that just gives up too much, wants to be a little bit lower headed, and then in terms of performance, falls short of my winner. Congratulations on second. In third from the front is a rugged female. She's really bold up front, set apart on between those two shoulder blades. But where you look at her and she falls apart is that rear 2/3. She wants to break there behind that top line and just kind of fall apart and piece together on that hip and hind leg assembly. Congratulations.
We should have our junior yearling heifers coming in, junior yearling heifers. In our late spring yearling heifers, congratulations. First place to Mooster's Paisley Jane, exhibited by Mooster Meadow, Lusk, Wyoming. Second place to Mooster's Good Fortune, exhibited by Jessica Bosch of Kiowa, Colorado. Third place to Baby Ruth, exhibited by Maggie Fleming from, I believe, is that Wiley FFA? Is that correct? Did we do that right? All right, you guys just throw stuff at me if I don't get it right. This is our junior yearling heifer class, junior yearling heifers. Please have your first and second place heifers at ringside for the champion drive, for junior champion drive. We'd like to thank the Legacy Dexter Cattle Registry for their generous support in our putting on our Dexters in Denver show. This is a one-of-a-kind record of Dexter cattle and their pedigrees, and is the source for all of the ancestor-connected pedigrees. It's really a cool program. I guess I shouldn't say cool program, but it is.
A duo of multicolored heifers to go into this class, but a heifer for me, it gets into that. I know the Dexters are a tri-purpose / dual-purpose breed, And this one is definitely a meat maker in terms of the Dexter breed. She is wide-chested. She's got a tremendous amount of shape and muscle down that top line. And when you get behind her, she doesn't let you down. She maintains that width out over that square hip. I know she doesn't have the size and maybe the femininity of the heifer I have in second, but I think she's got too much cow power to go anywhere else but first. Congratulations. The red heifer definitely has an advantage of extension up front. She's an up-headed female. She doesn't have the bone work that I think I also had in the dun heifer to start. A little bit lighter bone and gets frail out on that pin set. Congratulations on second.
Okay, we now need our first and second place. Sandy, would you like the second places to line on the rail and the first place in the center of the ring? Please bring our first place individuals from the previous 4 classes. Line them up, youngest to oldest, in the center of the ring. Please bring the second place individuals and hold them on the rail if you would. In our last class, junior yearling heifers, first place, Little Bitty Legacy Bridget, owned and exhibited by Craig Turpin, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Second place to SCL LFIN Gwen, exhibited by Mooster Meadows, Lusk, Wyoming. We now should be bringing in our first place individuals from our late summer yearling, entry 6495. From our early summer yearling, 6496. We have the first place individuals. All right, first place from late summer yearling, entry 6495. Craig Turpin. First place, late spring yearling, entry 6497, Mooster Meadows. First place from junior yearling heifer, entry 6501, Craig Turpin.
This is for your heifer calf champion. 3 individuals I think that are superior in terms of demonstrating Dexter breed characteristics and their potential to be dual purpose is evident in all three. For me, I think we get back into this bone work, and I believe the legs are 4 cornerstones. And they're the 4 cornerstones based upon the size of bone they have, how correct they are on those feet and legs. And for us on the ranch, it determines the mainstay ability of the cow herself. And so I'm going to go out and choose a heifer that I think is functional, and she has plenty of width and character about her. And then for a second, I think it's super close for reserve after I check out the second place in that class. But outstanding group of females. Let's give these exhibitors a round of applause.
Congratulations to Little Bitty Legacy Bridget from Little Bitty Farm. Craig Turpin is the junior champion. So we'll bring in the second place from that class. That would be entry 6,500. And reserve champion, congratulations to Little Bitty Mev from Little Bitty Farm, Craig Turpin. All right. Once we clear the arena, we should have our winter yearling heifers in the ring. Winter yearling heifers. Please bring your senior yearling heifers to ringside. Senior yearling heifers to ringside. We'd like to thank the American Dexter Cattle Association. Since 1957, American Dexter Cattle Association has offered breeders a quality registry where the Dexter pedigrees are recorded and maintained. They're a gold-level sponsor here for Dexter's in Denver. Thank you very much.
have two heifers in this class that are dissimilar, not just in their color, but when you take the side look at them, they're heifers that are different in design, especially when it gets to femininity. And I think this is where the black heifer sorts to the top for me. From the side look, she's extended up through that front end, more angular. She just displays more femininity. Her head's naturally upright. And that continues down there. She's stronger through that loin and out that hip and hind leg assembly. Congratulations on first place. I love the red heifer's depth of side. She is big and bold, robust through that center portion of her body. But I think after that, she just kind of falls into pieces, and we'll go second today.
We now should have our senior yearling heifers making their way to the ring. Senior yearling heifers. In our winter yearling heifer class, first place, congratulations to Circle B Fancy One, exhibited by Circle B Angus, shown by Bill Bartolak, Circle B Angus. And I said this wrong earlier today, so I'm going to give it another shot. Catitis. I cannot get the right syllable deal going there, but I apologize. Anyway, while we're bringing this class into the ring, we would like to thank our gold level sponsor, Chris and Vicki Jones from Mooster Meadows. Dexter's and there you go. Put your hands together as I read these guys off. Dexter's in Denver would like to thank Mooster Meadows, owned by Chris and Vicki Jones of Lusk, Wyoming, for their generous sponsorship. You can tell I made it all the way past third grade. Mooster Meadows, where temperament always comes first. We provide Dexters for the show ring, milk stand, and your plate. Chris and Vicki invite you to stop by and see them in the pens after the show. If any of you guys are interested in these Dexters, I can tell you one thing. If there is one thing these Dexter breeders like to talk about, it's Dexters. We should have our first and second individuals ringside for the selection of senior champion. First and second place individuals ringside from the previous classes for senior champion.
Let's put our hands together for this good group, these good pair of heifers that we have out here to evaluate. So I go to the gym every once in a while, and there's this new girl at the gym, and she is a beast. Makes me feel really small when we're bodybuilding out there. And like I said, she is amazingly powerful up in her traps and her delts and out in her quads and her hamstrings. And I think this young man here has brought a heifer very similar to the girl that I work out with at the gym. She's a beast in terms of the amount of power and width that she has down her top and through the center portion of that body. Of course, she doesn't have the frame size that I find in the red heifer in the class, What I changed one thing about her, though, is I don't think she moves the most correct off her feet and legs. She wants to be a little stiff off those front legs and wants to pop just a tad bit on those rear pasterns, but definitely on the Dexter breed, making meat, she can do it. Congratulations on your first place finish. And second is a long-bodied female. When you talk about the word long, she's long out her front. She's got a great hip in terms of length. But when you put the whole package together anatomically, she doesn't fit together very well. She wants to get really weak over that loin and taper out that pin set. But she's got the advantage of length and power there. Congratulations on your second place finish.
Okay, we'll now need the first and second place from the previous two classes, basically all four entries, back into the ring for the selection of senior champion. Congratulations! First place to Frisky Farms Rose, owned by Boyer Farms and exhibited by Boyer Farms, Oakville, Washington. Second place to Elemental Sacred Fae, shown and owned by Tanya Garcia, Elemental Family Farm, Renton, Washington. So we'll have our first and second individuals into the ring for the selection of senior champion.
Let's give a round of applause to these heifers in the champion drive here. It gets back to me again in terms of functionality to sort these two or to find your champion. I think there's the heifer that's just more correct, whether you designer look at her design up front or how she strides out here in the arena. No doubt that they're two really powerful made Dexters, especially when you look at their rib shape, right? They explode right there from behind that front shoulder out over that center rib and stay level back there in that flank. And that's when I've noticed in terms of their fleshing condition, they're both very adequate and good in that area. I'm going to go find you a champion. Let's put our hands together one more time as I do so.
All right, we're bringing the second place heifer in from Winter Yearlings for the selection of reserve champion. Congratulations to Circle B Fancy One, shown by Circle B Angus, Bill Bartolak, on being our senior champion, and reserve champion exhibited by Mooster Meadows with Sprague's Joe, exhibited by Vicki Jones. Now we need our 2-year-old dry cow into the ring, please. 2-year-old dry cow into the ring. Please bring your 3-year-old dry lactating cows to ringside, please. While we have a minute, we'd like to start to thank our silver level sponsors, Ryan and Carrie Parker from Shining Cross Livestock. We'd like to thank Parker's of Shining Cross for sponsoring the Champion Steer Buckle. Located in the Flint Hill region of Kansas, they specialize in efficient, mid-sized cattle that'll work as purebreds or viable options in a commercial crossbreeding operation. Thank you to Ryan and Carrie Parker, Shining Cross Livestock.
We have a single entry here. I was just going to leave her on the profile because so you guys could kind of see what I was going to talk about. Let's put our hands together for a really good female out here. I wanted to leave her on the profile because I think she really demonstrates an excellent angle and how she lays into that neck and shoulder from that head. You guys can see she's really level down that top out to that hip, and I think that's where I'd like to make her better because it's this side look where she could be a notch longer in that hip, and you guys can see how she just doesn't balance up maybe as some of the other females we've seen earlier today, but really good and deep and the length of side to that rib. Just like to make her better in that hip. Congratulations on your first place finish.
In our 2-year-old dry cow first place, Frisky Farms Playmate, exhibited by Frisky Farms, Robin Pittack. Next in the ring, we have our 3-year-old dry lactating cows. 3-year-old dry lactating cows. We need our first place cow to remain ready to return for champion cow.
In this mature cow, from the time that this light-colored cow came in, she just grabs your eye. Just in terms of brood cow power, she walks wide-chested. She's big and wide down that top. She's good through that center portion of that rib. But where I like her best, and I haven't talked much about because we haven't seen much udder development, but this is a dual-purpose breed. And so when you talk about milk, she's got the best udder. Her rear udder attachment's really good. When you talk about that rear medial segment up through the back there, it's correct. Her teat placement is good. So I think in terms of stayability, she's the cow to do it in the herd. Congratulations on your first place finish. In second is a cow that obviously is a really good milker. She's milked down a little bit, lost a lot of flesh. She probably has a big calf though. And I talked a little bit about udder attachment. For those of you who are watching out here, you can see her udder comes forward on that rear attachment, doesn't stay strong. So what happens is the udders do break down, and then you lose that shape and that fullness, and then the calves can't always attach really well. But in terms of length of body, she's a long-sided female. She wants to get just a tick off in that hip, but really good up front. Congratulations on your second place finish in mature cow.
All right, so if we can hold the second place on the rail for reserve champion, we'll bring both of our first place from the cow division back for champion. Need both first place individuals back into the ring for selection of champion cow. While we're selecting champion cow, we would like to thank Frisky Farms and Circle B Angus for their silver level sponsorship of Dexter's in Denver. There we go. You guys picked up on the cue. Thank you. For the show ring to the dinner plate, both for commercial and backyard breeders, check out Circle B Angus and Frisky Farms. They had some 2019 Northwest Stock Show winners. So don't forget, get over there, wander through the pens, have a visit with these folks. They're wonderful to talk to.
Let's put our hands together for this cow drive here. A really good set of females. If you heard me talk just in the last class, you know this is probably a no-brainer. This mature cow that stands right here in front of me, just in terms of framework, and again, those 4 cornerstones that she stands on are strong. She's functional. I appreciate her utter attachment, and all the while she maintains plenty of Dexter character, which I know in the past, talking to Dexter breeders, sometimes they get so much meat power that they're losing some of that dual function. I don't think this cow has any problem with that. Congratulations on your championship.
Let's bring our second place individual into the lineup for reserve champion. I neglected to acknowledge our winners of our 3-year-old dry lactating cow class. First place, Spraggs Janelle from Mooster Meadows. Second place, Elemental Spicy, exhibited by Elemental Family Farm, Renton, Washington. Consequently, Spraggs Janelle was your champion cow. Congratulations to Mooster Meadows on their exhibit. And reserve champion to Frisky Farms, Playmate from Frisky Farms, Shelton, Washington. Thank you. Congratulations. And now it's time for the cow-calf class. Please bring in your cow-calves, if you would, please. We have 4 entries. Class 111, cow-calf.
an outstanding group of cow-calf pairs. Let's give the exhibitors and breeders out here a round of applause. A good group. You've heard me talk all day, so you're probably thinking you probably chose the winner out here, but a good group of cows. I think that demonstrate the breed character and the possibilities that Dexters bring to any small farm ranch or even big ranches out there. Their doability, their ability to raise milk, put milk on the table, as well as raise a calf or beef is impressive. And I think you see a group of females. I know Rex just talked about genetic potential, and you see how they've upgraded if they've put a better calf on the ground than they are. And I think they've done that all the while putting weight per day of age on these calves, considering, they've got to milk them and get into those weaning weights that we'd like to see, and the progressiveness just of the breed in general. Let's give these exhibitors one more round of applause as I go out and shake the hand of a champion.
Congratulations to Mooster Meadows and Sprague's Janelle, the champion cow-calf pair, and reserve champion to Frisky Farms with Frisky Farms Bubbles. We now need the first and second place females. First and second place females. All right, so we need the first and second individuals from our cow classes. First and second place individuals from our cow classes back into the ring for champion cow. In our cow-calf class, first place and champion, Sprague's Janelle, exhibited by Mooster Meadows, Lusk, Wyoming. Clapping is good. Here you go. There you go. Reserve champion in second place, Frisky Farms Bubbles. Frisky Farms, Robin Pitdack from Shelton, Washington. Third place to Little Bitty Fen and her calf, Billy Medv, from exhibited by Craig Turpin, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And fourth place, Elemental Spicy, exhibited by Elemental Family Farms, Renton, Washington. We now have our first place cows coming into the ring for the selection of champion cow. First place cows. Okay, we may need some clarification here from the show committee. On the program, we have champion cow, so I call just the first place cows. And in the class sheets, we have champion female. So we should select champion cow first and then we'll bring her back in with the previous champions for champion female. All right, so we'll bring all first place females into the ring at this time. All first place females into the ring at this time for the selection of champion female. Exhibitors, I do apologize. We're trying to get this sorted out. Now, if I've got this correct, we are just bringing back the champions from junior champion, senior champion heifer, champion cow for the champion drive, and the champion cow calf for the champion female drive. So we should have our junior champion heifer is Lil Bitty Legacy Bridget. Our senior champion heifer is Circle B Fancy One. Our champion cow is Sprague's Janelle. And our champion cow calf is also Sprague's Janelle. Those three individuals should be in the ring for the selection of champion female. And then we will bring the second place from the selected class. If we have the second place individuals at the gate ready to come in, we'll bring the second place from the class where the champion is chosen for reserve champion female.
Let's put our hands together for this final drive to find you a champion female. I think from all views, 360s around these individuals are three outstanding breed representations of the Dexters. And I know sometimes you get in cattle barns and people have their prejudices. But for me, I think we live in America and we get to have a choice. And no matter what breed you choose, whether it be a Dexter or an Angus or maybe a Gilvey, Braunvie, whatever you choose, we're still doing the great deed of raising beef for the population and the consumers or even ourselves. And I was talking to Don earlier, there's no better beef than the beef that you raise. And I think each breed can do that. And I applaud each of you exhibitors and the breeders out here because I know it's hard work. It's 24/7 job raising these cattle up. So again, I applaud you. And the testament to your hard work is out here in front of me. And so let's put our hands together one more time as I find you a champion.
So let's bring, that will be our reserve. Our champion female will be Sprague's Janelle, exhibited by Mooster Meadow. Vicki Jones on the halter. And the reserve champion female is Circle B Fancy One, exhibited by Circle B Angus, Bill Bartolak on the stern wheel. There we go. Put your hands together. Give all these female exhibitors one big round of applause before we start sorting our bulls. We'll start our Dexter Bull Division with Senior Bull Calf. So we will, Dexter exhibitors, we will do all of our photos immediately following the show. So the photographers will be here, the backdrop will be here. We'll leave the lights on so everybody can get their pictures immediately following the show. All right, just a quick survey. This is kind of an informal deal. How many of you guys watching the show own Dexters? That's awesome. So you'll have to excuse me. I start preaching to the choir because just like you guys, I'm excited about these cows. I love to share these little cows with everybody around us. And so I appreciate you guys coming out and watching, and please indulge me. Thank you very much. While we're waiting to start our senior bull calf, We'd like to thank Greg and Pam Baker of Maple Creek Dexters in Annapolis, Illinois, for their sponsorship. They've been raising and offering registered show stock, milk, and beef lines for a long time out there in Illinois, and we appreciate their sponsorship. If you're ever out there in Annapolis, swing on by and visit. Thank you to Maple Creek Dexters. All right, let's bring in our senior bull calves. While we're bringing in the senior bull calves, I'd like to take a minute and thank Don Swisher, who is being our ringmaster out there. And he's kind of getting everybody lined out and making sure everybody gets parked in the right spots. He's being assisted by Olivia Williams. We've got Robin back there with the clipboard, making sure everybody, you wave it, there you are, right there, making sure everybody's lined up and getting into the classes. So, as they say, it takes a village, it takes a whole barn to pull one of these shows off, and we appreciate everybody that's helping out, and we appreciate the exhibitors coming out and bringing their cattle out here to exhibit for us.
These are definitely different types of bull calves out here, especially on the side look. Behind them, and the calf that I started here, the red calf, definitely has a lot more base width, and he continues that width up over that top line. I like him really nice. He's got a good rib. He's got great center portion there in terms of the meat and muscle down that hind leg. Maybe where he could be better, like my second place calf, is his front end. He really wants to keep that head naturally low because how he ties into that shoulder. But I think there's too much bull power there to not put him first today. Congratulations. On the side look, this black calf is super good on terms of his front end. You cannot fault him there. After that, he strides up really well in motion. Like I said, I just don't think he has the base width and the power that the red calf has. But in terms of design, he's A+ there. Congratulations on your second place finish.
All right, because we only had one senior bull calf class, our champion bull calf will be Sprague's Mick from Mooster Meadows, shown by Vicki Jones. Our reserve champion and second place will be Frisky Farms Joker, exhibited by Frisky Farms Robin Pitak. Now we need our late summer yearling bulls. Late summer yearling bulls to the ring. Please have your late spring yearling bulls at ringside ready to go. We have one entry in this class.
This is a single entry in this bull calf class. Bull on the side look. I really like this length and extension. He balances up really good from the side, like his bone work. Where he lets me down, though, is when you get behind him and put him into motion. He's a bull that wants to pop on those hocks and bring them together. It probably goes into that hock development. Hopefully he'll grow out of that, but that's just the only concern I have on him today. Congratulations on your first place finish.
Congratulations to little bitty Delbiat. See, I practiced that, Craig, honest. Dilbaith from Little Bitty Farm, exhibited by Craig Turpin. Next class in is our late spring yearlings. Late spring yearlings, class 116, into the ring. Please have the junior yearling bulls at ringside ready to go. Junior yearling at ringside ready to go.
In this bull class, I guess I chose them on how I'd like my men, rugged and durable, big and beefy, and so, hey, we have some fun out here, right? And let's just be honest, I'll take the Rock any day. A really good bull here, though, at the top. Wide-chested, real bold over that rib, robust through that center portion of his body. I like how he steps down on a good solid set of bones there. And just in terms of power, I think he's got the raw meat power and still maintains enough Dexter character, especially up in that head and how you work through that rear 1/3 of his body. So the reproductive potential is there. Congratulations, young lady, on your first place finish. I think the biggest sort and decision, the toughest decision is between second and third. And I'm going to choose, I put this he's smaller, no doubt in my mind. Performance-wise, he falls short maybe of the calf I put in third. But when I put him on the side, I like him a lot better in terms of how he's put together. He stays balanced in terms of his front end, and I like how he works down to a stronger top. He's way stronger through that loin section than the calf I put in third. So I just think he's balanced and designed right to stay into second. Congratulations on your second place finish. Again, third, this is a big bull. He's long. He's got plenty of middle section there. Just especially when you guys get behind him, you guys can see out over there. I think I'm a hip girl, and so one of the things I think that this bull falls short is his hip. He wants to really slope at that pin set and come together, get frail behind there. But otherwise, in terms of length, he has an advantage. Congratulations on your third place finish.
Let's bring in our class of junior yearling bulls. Junior yearling bulls into the ring at this time. First place, congratulations, Providence Mickey. Entry number 6518. That's McKendra Torres, Lamar FFA. Second place is Providence Red-Handed. Entry 6517, Marva Smith of the Wiley FFA. And third place to Moosters Packard. Entry 6516, Cole Ryder of the Wiley FFA. In the ring now, we have our junior yearling bulls. 2 entries, junior yearling bulls. We need the first and second place individuals from the previous bull classes, previous yearling bull classes at ringside to come in for the selection of champion immediately following this class. We would like to remind all the exhibitors today that show photographs are being taken by www.showchampions.com. And if you go to www.showchampions.com, you can search for images, purchase pictures, and download instantly. They will be here for the remainder of the day over in the corner and ready to take your show winner pictures for you. That's showchampions.com.
In this yearling bull class, I've got black against red again, and being from Nevada, you got to roll black or red any day of the week. And today I'm going to roll her black in this class. Just a rugged bull that has a lot of bull power. Even for the Dexter breeds, he's beefy, especially out that rear 1/3 compared to some of the other Dexters I've seen today, maybe more on the milk side of things. So I think in terms of meat power, he's got it. He's wide up through that chest floor. And where I really think he excels over my red calf in second is he explodes in that forerib, and he's just natural in that rib shape there. So I think in terms of being a good Dexter breed bull, here he is to start this class. Congratulations on your first place finish. In second, the long-bodied bull that I have here with the red calf. And one thing I'll tell you, in his fitting job on his show side, you came up a little bit too high on that show side, on that fitting line. Drop that down because he already is kind of tight and high in that rear flank, and it made it worse on his show side. So next time, drop your fitting line down just a little bit more, so that'll make him appear deeper because he needs that help in that area. He's really long-hipped. He steps and strides really well in motion, just calls apart into pieces, and unlike my bull that I started. Congratulations on your second place finish.
All right, while we're bringing our first place individuals into the ring for Champion Junior Bull, we would like to congratulate the winners of our Junior Yearling Bull class. First place, congratulations to BW FedEx, exhibited and shown by Weston Berry, BW Dexter's, Lehigh, Utah. Second place, entry 6520 Bose, exhibited by Tucker Hobden from the Wiley FFA, Larkspur, Colorado. That concludes our Junior Yearling Bull class. We now have the Junior Bull Champion Drive in the ring. We would like to thank our judge today, Sandy Weisup from Fallon, Nevada. Sandy runs commercial cattle out there in the desert with her family. She's been on the Oregon State judging team and been judging fairs and livestock shows for a long time. We're lucky to have her. We appreciate her commercial eye on these cattle. She's real good about picking the functional ones. Thank you to Sandy for coming out here from Nevada for us today.
For this Junior Bull Champion class is a really deep set of bulls in terms of quality and bull power. For me, I'm going to keep with my yearling that I just used in the last class. He's just stellar in terms of his makeup and kind. Where he's good, he's really good, and put together well. So in terms of a bull for me that's easily slides into that champion spot, he's the one to do it. Congratulations on being champion bull, Junior Bull. In second, for reserve, I'm going to go with the Red Bull. I think he follows in terms of rugged doability, like I talked about. He's my rock out here. And I know the calf here is super good, too. Just in terms of performance, I already get to see what the junior calf's going to do here that I'm going to put in reserve. Congratulations. Let's give him one more round of applause.
Congratulations to our champion bull exhibited by BW Dexter's BW FedEx, shown by Weston Berry of Lehigh, Utah. And reserve champion to Mooster's Packard, exhibited by Cole Ryder, Wiley FFA. Next up, we will have our summer 2-year-old bulls. Into the ring, please. And while we're bringing our 2-year-olds into the ring, again, we'd like to thank our corporate sponsors, the Legacy Dexter Cattle Registry, for their generous support of Dexter's in Denver. Legacy is building the worldwide historical one-of-a-kind Dexter record. So thank you again to the Legacy Registry for their sponsorship. There you go. Thank you for the applause. We really appreciate these sponsors. We couldn't get this off the ground without them. Summer 2-year-old bulls are headed into the ring right now. We do not have any spring 2-year-olds, so we will be looking for our mature bull 3 years or older to ringside.
This is the toughest sort I think I've had today because you have two bulls that aren't not similar at all in terms of type. But when you get down and reel, I put them into motion, and that's where they set themselves apart. My bull that I'm going to use to start this class is a bull that strides out correctly, steps up really free and functional on those rear legs. And where I really like him, plus the fit job on him, makes his front end look stellar, and how he's put together. He stays stronger and truer down that top, and then, like I said, he steps down really well on those feet and legs, and I think that starts up in that skeletal design. No doubt my bull I have in second, super rugged, big-chested, big down his top, but where he fails, I think, in terms of competing with the bull I have in first, is he really gets weak and pops on those hocks. No doubt he has the most testicular development, so reproductivity, I bet he's one fertile guy. Congratulations on your second place finish.
We should have our mature bulls, 3 years and older, making their way into the ring. Mature bulls, 3 years and older, coming into the ring. Congratulations in our summer 2-year-olds. First place, Frisky Farms. Next level, shown by Robin Pitak. Frisky Farms. Actually, she's got her head showman there on the halter. Shelton, Washington, Frisky Farms. Second place, Chautauqua Diane checked. from Little Bitty Farm, Craig Turpin, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thank you very much. Next up, that concludes our summer 2-year-old bull class. We should have our mature bulls 3 years and older coming into the ring now. Again, while we've got a minute, we'd like to thank another one of our corporate sponsors again, the Purebred Dexter Cattle Association. Thank you to the Purebred Dexter Cattle Association for their generous support of Dexters in Denver. The PDCA's mission is to make it easier to own Dexters and that work hard for the breed and the breeders. Thank you to PDCA.
These are our mature Dexter bulls. Let's give the exhibitors a round of applause. Two different types of bulls out here in terms of, especially in the front ends. I really love the front end design on this black bull. He lays in that shoulder really neatly. It makes him come down correctly into those angles all the way down to his pasterns. And then I really like him down his top line. Maybe if he could just balance up just a tick longer on that hip, I think he'd balance up just better from the side because he's extremely long through the center portion of his body. But good in terms of levelness and depth of side. I think just a good solid bull to go to the top of this class. Congratulations on that. And second, I met Haley earlier down there at the bottom, and she just turned 18, so she's an adult who gets to choose to be out here, and I applaud you for that. Haley, a good Red Bull, especially through that middle section of his body. I think where I make him better is he wants to be a little too rugged and bold up front, wants to open up in between those two shoulders, and so just to make him neater to compete with my top bull in this class. Congratulations, Haley, on your second place finish.
We need our first and second place individuals in the bull division to keep making their way back to the ring at this time for the selection of champion bull. In our mature bull class, first place, congratulations to Frisky Farms, I Told You So, exhibited by Robin Pitak from Frisky Farms, Shelton, Washington. And second place to Frisky Farms Reload, exhibited and shown by Haley Garvin, Lucky Hill Farms, Union, Washington. That concludes our mature bull class. We now have our first and second place individuals. First place individuals should be in the center of the ring. Second place, ready to come in or on the rail. And then we'll need our bull calf champion and our junior champion and their reserves ready to go for the selection of Grand Champion Bull.
Outstanding group for this bull championship. A good solid set of bulls in terms of how they stride out. Earlier, I got to watch them move, and then I like their design, especially through the front end. And that's where I think the two bulls that I put first today, very similar up there, how they lay into that shoulder. They come together really neat down that top line and stay strong out that loin, which I've kind of seen today. There's some differences in strength of loins, and I think these two are the two that are going to do it. But I'm going to stick with the 3-year-old and older bull. I think just in terms of development, he's just displaying all the breed character and what he's going to do, and I'm sure he's already put some calves on the ground. So congratulations. The mature bull will be champion. We'll pull in the other red bull. Haley, come on into place.
Congratulations to Frisky Farms, I Told You So. Frisky Farms, Sheldon, Washington, Robin Pitak. Congratulations with I Told You So. And reserve senior bull will be Frisky Farms Next Level, exhibited by Frisky Farms as well. And now we need our champion bulls into the ring for the selection of Grand Champion Bull. We should have Sprague's Mick, BW FedEx, and I Told You So into the ring. Please have the reserve champions ready when called. Again, we'd like to thank our corporate sponsors. This time it's the American Dexter Cattle Association, a quality breed registry where Dexter pedigrees are recorded and maintained. Thank you to the American Dexter Cattle Association for their support of Dexters in Denver.
First of all, before I choose my champion, I'd like to thank the Dexters for inviting me and nominating me to come judge at the best 16 days in Denver here at the stock show. I know I don't raise Dexters, and when Dawn asked me, I kind of felt like, oh no, should I raise Dexters? But I think when we love cattle, no matter what breed you raise, your passion just comes out through whatever, all over your body. You can tell when we're around people who love to judge cattle or to be around cattle, it's the best day ever. And so I applaud each of you and thank you, Robin and the group and the Dexter Association, Rex and Dawn and Olivia, for helping me today to make this show a success. No doubt in my mind, this was the best Dexter show of 2020. And I look forward to hearing from you guys or seeing you guys' future on the show trail. But again, you have my utmost admiration and respect for what you do, because we're all in this together in this beef thing, and it doesn't make me, it makes me very proud to be out here and that you selected me to sort your cattle today. So thank you again, and I'm going to go out and find you a bull champion.
Champion bull will be BW FedEx, exhibited by BW Dexters. He will receive a buckle sponsored by Maple Creek Dexters in Annapolis, Illinois. Thank you to Greg and Pam Baker for sponsoring the Champion Bull Buckle. Reserve champion is Frisky Farms, I Told You So. Exhibited and owned by Frisky Farms, Shelton, Washington. We now need our steers. Steers under 1 year of age. Steers under 1 year of age, into the ring, please.
A steer under the 1 year of age out here for the Dexter breed, a steer that has a tremendous length of body. He's really balanced from flank to flank. I put my hands on him because this will be the first time on steers. At least I get to run my hands through some Dexter hair today. I've been admiring it from a distance, and so now I get to feel a little bit. But really good hair on him for a show steer. But a steer that I saw the mom earlier, and she must give a really good milk. And so what usually correlates is when the mom's a good milker, he's going to have excellent marbling. So, and I think that's going to, he's not going to have maybe the yield of muscle, but I think he's going to have a lot of quality marbling within that meat. And so that's going to be his future. I think it's really good. Thank you for bringing him in as a single entry. Congratulations.
Next in, we have steers, 1 year to 28 months. 1 year to 28 months, we have a single entry in this class. In our previous class, steers under 1 year of age, Elemental Cayenne, shown by Elemental Family Farms, Tanya Garcia, Elemental Family Farms, Renton, Washington. Here, both steers for the selection of champion steer. And we have a nice buckle provided for champion steers, provided to us by Ryan and Carrie Parker at Shining Cross Livestock. They're located in the Flint Hills regions of Kansas, and they specialize in efficient mid-sized cattle that are going to work for you as purebreds, or they'll work for you in the commercial operation. So thank you to Shining Cross Livestock for the champion steer buckle.
It's really hard to put a poor little progress calf up against a calf who's finished, and so I'm going to stick with my finished steer calf out there. Just really good in terms of the ability to put a nice juicy piece of meat on the plate, which is right I'm about. Like any day of the week, I'll take beef over anything, and I'm a beef girl tried and true. So this is a shining example of what our calves should look like come to the finish endpoint, and he's just a really good prime example for the Dexter to show that there are dual purpose in their meat and milk. Congratulations on being champion steer. The red will be reserved. Let's put our hands together one more time for them.
Congratulations, BW T-Rex, BW Dexters, exhibiting the champion steer of the 2020 Denver Dexter Show. Reserve champion to Elemental Cayenne, Elemental Family Farms. Reserve champion. All right, we're getting down to our group classes now. We got our best five head. They'll be heading into the ring right now. Entry number 6528, best five head coming into the ring. We've got one more gold level sponsor we'd like to recognize, and that's Chris and Vicki Jones of Mooster Meadows. We'd like to thank Mooster Meadows for their support out here, their genuine sponsorship. Mooster Meadows, where temperament always comes first. They've got Dexters for the show ring. You can bring them home and milk, and of course, feed them out. So stop by and see them after the show. Big thank you to Chris and Vicki Jones. And I'd like to thank Vicki, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be standing here today. So thank you for inviting me out here to help with your show. It's been my pleasure. Just like to let everybody in the stands know, after the show, the Dexter breeders will be having little Dexter sliders over there, so you can come over and sample some Dexter beef. And like I said, you get these guys talking about cows, it's a good thing. You'll have lunch. This should be the best 5 head coming into the ring right now. I'd like to remind all the exhibitors that the show pictures today were taken by showchampions.com. So you should visit www.showchampions.com, search for your images. You can shop online and download them instantly. www